Village is definitely a very popular neighborhood in Manhattan. And I would say it's definitely known for kind of like its nightlife, but more of like a casual nightlife scene and also like a casual dining scene as well. I say casual because it's definitely not going to be the type of neighborhood that you're going to get dressed up and go out in like in a little black dress, that's for sure. But at the same time, you can definitely find like a lot of really cool late night spots that definitely gets a crowd. The East Village is definitely kind of known for that, I would say. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't find quieter spots in the neighborhood because the East Village is actually very, very, very large if you take a look at it on the map. The East Village is made up of the main part of the East Village, which is the part that everybody knows, and then also Alphabet City or ABC Village. So both of those are the same parts of the neighborhood. Those also exist in the East Village, and a lot of people don't actually know that that's part of the East Village. When you talk about ABC Village, that area is going to be way more quieter than the main part of the East Village. Sometimes people say too quiet, but I guess that's just personal preference. So if you want to live in like prime East Village, you're going to want to be on 2nd and 3rd Avenue or around that area to be like where everything and everyone kind of like is for the most part. There's definitely going to be a lot more going on over there. However, if you're in the ABC Village part, you can easily just walk over there. It's pretty much, depending on where you are, a very short walk, I would say. So I do find that a lot of people tend to move to the East Village with roommates or after college because they know that they can get kind of like an affordable apartment, at least for Manhattan, an affordable apartment downtown compared to some other neighborhoods, and also a neighborhood that does have a lot of nightlife and places to go as well. Overall, the neighborhood has decent transportation. Now, if you are in the Alphabet City part of the neighborhood, you are going to have to pretty much come in to get a subway into the main part of the East Village, because whenever you're pushed all the way east in a neighborhood or all the way west in the city, depending on the neighborhood, but for the most part, it's always going to be hard to get a train because the trains are going to run more in the center of Manhattan because that's where more people are. In Alphabet City, you will have to walk into the main East Village for the most part to catch a train, but at the same time, apartments tend to be cheaper in the Alphabet City part, which is like Avenue A, B, C, because it's a little bit further from a train depending on where you are. And there are some parts of Alphabet City that you can still get to a subway very quickly, trust me. Overall, if you take a look at the subways that run through the East Village, and also the buses as well, because you can't forget that, I would say that the transportation is very, very good in this neighborhood because you can get pretty much to a lot of other neighborhoods throughout the city from the East Village. So I wouldn't say that only obscure trains run through this neighborhood or anything. You can catch some main lines, which can get you to other parts of Manhattan very quickly. Now, overall, depending where you live, it could be a little bit loud at night just because there is a big community that kind of like goes out there. But depending on where you live, also, it could be pretty quiet because there are some areas that are very, very quiet of the East Village. So it really is a big range, I would say, for a neighborhood. Typically, neighborhoods in Manhattan don't range as much as I would say the East Village does. I hope this helped you figure out what you need to know before moving to the East Village. Now, if there's anything that you want to add or something I might have missed in this video, please let me know because as always, I love hearing from you guys.